Up, my good people? It's Barry the Boy here. I'll be back at it again. Ooh, 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 ooh. Some of that dope content. As always, it's time for that mental talk, man. And today I'm going to talk about um, dealing with women. Yeah. I know you always talk about the mandem, right? A lot of you need to learn how to deal with women, yeah? And dealing with women in the sense of understanding the dynamics that is there between the male and the female. And today I feel like talking about this content because I have had scenarios where, I've not had, but you know, experiences where a friend of mine or a boy or a cousin or whatever, just man them basically uh, takes out a girl and then they go on a date or it's a party, whatever it is, and then the guy tries to get some, and then the girl kind of pulls back and is like, no, not today, what not, and then the guy ends up becoming a bit, uh, what can I say, becomes a bit uncooperative in the sense of, okay, you didn't give me what I wanted, so you aren't gonna get what you want from me, and I think sometimes it's always around how you pursue before you get what it is you want. Sometimes I think guys think like we are um, what's the word, like we deserve it by default. Like if I take you out, there's that default setting that because I've spent X amount of money, I'm supposed to get pussy. And to some extent there's certain budgets that would, a woman would feel like, okay, he spent, because women do say that, like, I want a guy who has money, or you take me on a romantic date and da da da. It's kind of like kukatiana, it's like body language, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, if you're putting all that money on me on a date, that means you really like me. That means you really care. That means you want to spend your finances with me and all that. So she would feel compelled to, but not necessarily. They might feel compelled, but not necessarily. So I think for us guys, what we need to understand is how to connect with these women in a way that is romantic. You don't have to always be masculine in all aspects, because I think even in romance you can be masculine. Not saying that you become feminine in your romance. You can always be masculine, you can always be dominant, you can always be decisive, you can always understand what it is you want, and always communicate that in the best way possible without you becoming simpy or becoming a mangina or becoming a wuss in that case. So like what I wanted to say was talk about was understanding the love languages of these people, these ladies. Sometimes we get too aggressive and we're like, okay, because this is what I brought you, I took you out on this party, I deserve this. And when the woman doesn't give you, you become irrational, you start treating her badly. And yet it's just a one-time thing, it's just a one-time thing. Maybe she's going through some emotional thing that you don't know about and you haven't really tried to pry it out of her. Most guys say, mimi siwezi katia mtu, but the dem ndio the chick was meant to be katiwa basically. I'm not saying katia kila mtu, but the one you really like, I think basically women wanafaa kukatiwa, you know what I'm saying? So understand how katia chick, never feel like there's a point where you're supposed to stop. It's supposed to be ongoing. Even once you lock down the chick of your dreams, unafaa kumkatia, it's continuous. You're supposed to always continue, having those dates, romantic, take her on romantic dates, try to make her feel like she's really something worth in your life. And a lot of the times we find out that some of these women that we really want in this day and time, to be specific, in this day and time, are very masculine, very masculine, because you wouldn't see that when the relationship is beginning, to be honest. You'd find that the lady is a bit, she's always going to show you her feminine side. Oh, I'm good, I'm this, ooh, yeah. And then a few months in, her masculine side emanates, and you're like, oh, this chick talks a lot. She's domineering, she's opinionated, she's disagreeable, and you feel like you're trapped. And the best thing to do about it is also to bring out your masculinity. And when I say bring out your masculinity, it's not being overly aggressive and violent, you know. It's understanding how to not even match that energy, to overcome that energy, be domineering over that energy in the sense that yes, she's trying to bring that. It could even be a test, to see how you can hold your frame. And sometimes you just need to understand that you being the man, you could be stoic, never lose your frame, whether she's speaking out of frame or whatever. Never hit a woman, never do all those things. But I'm also saying women should hit men, because if you hit men, that's a gray area, because that's now self-defense. I wouldn't want to say that men should hit women, but if a woman decides to attack you, and can put her to sleep, put her to sleep, do some, no, don't hit her, but just put her to sleep. So yeah, because it's self-defense. I mean, everybody has a right to defend themselves, but I'm not saying that that should be the norm. That's not the norm. But never hit a woman. But a woman should also never hit a man. You know what I'm saying? So it's, yeah. However, back to the topic I was saying, like, understand the fact that you need to understand that women are going to test you. Women are going to always be emotionally charged, emotionally erratic. So for you getting emotionally involved with them is crazy, because like a man is like the ship. You're like a ship in the ocean, and the woman is like the ocean itself. So if if you're in the ship, let's say you're the captain of the ship, and the woman is the ocean. Let me just get that analogy right. And then there's a big storm that is coming, and you decide to abandon ship because you've seen the storm. What happens is you end up drowning, and you will lose basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same way with the emotions. Do not get involved in an emotional battle with your woman, because she's the ocean. She knows the emotional realm. So you get into that emotional realm, you will drown, you will lose, and by losing, you will lose your respect, you will lose your woman, you will lose your position in the relationship, and the respect will be gone. But if you're the captain of that ship, if the storm comes, and I'm supposed to maintain north, regardless of how the storm comes and the ship is being swayed left and right, but you still keep course, keep course, keep course. You and your team keeping course. Eventually, the storm is going to die down, and there's going to be a calm sea, and you'll find, okay, even if the ship is damaged, you guys have survived. You've survived the storm so that you could repair the ship, and that means you can repair whatever it is that damage that has been done. But there's also this type of woman who is just destructive from the get-go, and those are the red flags that you need to avoid. Those women are the ones you're supposed to avoid. For the mandem to have your peace of mind, you're supposed to be very selective of who you decide to put in relationships, because we do give relationships. Women give sex, we give relationships. We go down on one knee, they open their legs. You know what I'm saying? If you go against their will, that is great. If a woman can't force herself into a relationship, but some guys, I guess, because you guys are not masculine enough to say no or walk away from women, you get yourself into weird relationships, and I mean, you end up being toxic, unhappy, and suicidal, and not productive, and you just become weak people who hit women, because you just have emotionally drained yourself, and you're emotionally erratic, and bad choices and everything. But as I say, understand the love language, understand that these women will test you, understand that don't fall in love just because you want to fall in love. You could have fun, but it doesn't mean you have to fall in love with everyone who comes your way. So it's very important that we do so, because a lot of guys feel hurt because they are impatient with women, especially when they want something and the woman doesn't give them what they want instantly. So you need to understand to be stoic, dial back a bit, and then understand how you're supposed to do the love language. Understand the love language. Understand that you're supposed to be romantic. You need to study how you're supposed to be. Study your money. I always say, study your money. Get your money right. Get your body right. Place yourself in a position to be successful in dating, in everything, because women see like what they see. And if you put yourself in a place where you're looking good, you dress sharp, you're always on top of your game, you're gonna get good results, man. So as always, out here trying to help the mandem. So see you on the next and we out. Peace, boys.